Okay. This is very interesting that this is happening. We have massive rental decreases. Uh, this is way bigger than it looks. So if you are, my last video was about home ownership and how difficult that is, and not to blame yourself if you're younger. Well, this is a similar video, but in a different vein. And being someone who has been screwed by the rental corporate overlords of apartment complexes multiple times. You know, big and small, and even like small time landlords. I only had like one good landlord. So, the rest were just total crap. Um, they just kept raising your rent, and they didn't care about you or nothing. But when you see these prices going down, you might want to go, like, if your lease is coming up and you don't want to move, you might want to just like print out um, some like quotes on other apartments and be like, "Hey, can you match this price?" It's worth a try. I mean, the worst you'll get is a no, right? That's all they. I mean, so that's the worst they'll do. I lived in Colorado Springs for like a minute, and they were horrible. Not the people running the company were okay, but they did not give me what I rented. And so I walked up to their office and said, "I'm breaking this lease right now, right now." And I don't care. Charge me the fee. And they got really scared and they tore up the paperwork and just said, "Okay, no problem. There's no fee." Um, pretty so you have power sometimes. Yeah, I just got right in their face. So you can do that. I'm not saying to do it like understand what you're dealing with. Don't I'm not trying to give bad advice or anything. Just understand. But when you see rental decreases happening like this, you might want to think that you have a little more bargaining power as someone who is consuming housing from people who act like they're entitled to just raising your rent over and over every year. Like twice the size of inflation, over and over. And they just don't care. They may not, because most people like don't think like, they don't, because and moving's hard too. But if you make them think you might, just saying, trying to just throw some stuff out there to help people. Like if I help like one or two people, out of a situation, I did my job. That's kind of how I look at these videos that I've been making. Like if I just make one or two people feel better or get some ideas. But yeah, in my case, in this situation, if I was you, and when you're looking at these top tier cities, just drastically reducing rent over the last 3 years, that's that's very telling. So think about that next time you have to deal with your lease renewal or whatever. Just think about it. Um, and maybe move. Yeah, if there's an apartment down the road that's like similar to what you have now, it's a bit of work, but they're gonna give you like $300 less a month or something. I don't know. Might be worth it. Just throwing stuff out there.